Good afternoon to all of you. The most welcome to the Institution Innovation Council, Bussiness Pharmacy College. So we are going to the organizing workshop on business model canvas. We have that a greatest personality like Professor M. Ramesh Reddy sir. So, sir, Vishnu sir, please give the address for the IAC Council for the Business Pharmacy. Vishnu sir. And first of all, I would like to thank to Principal Sir as a convener for this program, Dr. Srinivas sir, Professor and Principal of the Vignan Pharmacy College, and as well as co-convener of this program, that is yesterday, Associate Professor and the President of VPC NH ELC. So let's invite that our Principal Sir. Sir, good afternoon, Sir. Principal Sir.
Good afternoon,
Sir, good afternoon, sir. Sir, Professor M. Ramesh sir, sir, already saris are online, sir. Already connected, sir.
Good afternoon, Ramesh Reddy garu.
Good afternoon, sir.
So thank you for accepting our invitation.
My pleasure.
And sparing your valuable time with us.
Okay.
So actually, I've seen as a pharmacist with M.Pharm and PhD pharmacology, you have developed a very good English Guru Institute, and you have vast experience of 12 years in IELTS. So, I'm very happy to see your profile. Apart from the academics, generally you are very good lecture in communication skills and personality development. Knowing you are conducting so many things. And also you have obtained a very good certificate on developing soft skills and personality IIT Kharagpur with a 90% marks. So, on behalf of Vignan Pharmacy College, we welcome you, sir, this guest lecture. So, which is more helpful for the students as part of the Institution Innovation Council business model canvas. So, today this topic is also selected by Institution Innovation Council from AICT. It is a delighted and it is a happy to share the information on this business model. So on behalf of VPC, we welcome you, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Over to Dr. Madhu.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for addressing regarding that Professor M. Ramesh Reddy. He is a founder of English Guru. Sir,
yes, sir.
Vishnu, sir, is it audible? Vishnu, sir?
Yeah.
Sir, please.
Good evening, sir.
Thank you.
Hello?
Thank you, sir. Audible, sir.
Sir, proceed, sir. It is audible. So some of the technical going with the profile of M. Ramesh Reddy, sir. So this is reading by our student, fourth year student, Abhignan. Please, Abhignan, please proceed that introduction and profile of today's speaker, that is Professor M. Ramesh Reddy, sir.
Am I audible?
Yes, yes.
Yes, it is audible. Yes.
Good afternoon to everyone. A warm welcome to Indian Innovation Council Pharmacy College. Organizing of model canvas. Today we will first of English and business concept. 15 experience in teaching, motivate Good afternoon, everyone. A warm welcome to webinar. Institution Innovation Council of Vignan Pharmacy College organizing workshop on business model canvas. Today, we have a greatest personality, Professor M. Ramesh Reddy Garu, founder of English Guru motivational speaker and business consultant, Hyderabad, Telangana. He has more than 15 years experience in teaching and motivated to students to settle in various fields. He completed his M.Pharm PhD psychology. He currently running English Guru Institute as a director and having 12 years experience in teaching as a professor and 9 years experience as an IELTS and spoken English trainer. He conducted an online national webinar on how to have confidence in communication skills in MNR College of Pharmacy. He offered as a guest lecturer in communication skills and personality development at MNR College of Pharmacy for B.Pharm freshers September 2019. He obtained an allied certificate in developing He also offered 2 years coaching in communication skills at CGT 2019 to 2020, Madhapur, Hyderabad. He offered 2 months corporate communication skills at DHL International Courier Company 2019, Lakdiyapur, Hyderabad. He also offered 6 months work as an English instructor for secondary students at Genius Academy 2019, Worldwide and Hyderabad. He offered as a guest lecturer in communication skills and public speaking at MS College of Pharmacy for third and fourth students 2018.
Thank you, Manojna, for read out everything regarding that, Professor Ramesh Reddy, sir. Sir, today's session I hand over to you, sir. Please explain based upon
Okay.
the business model canvas. Thank you, sir, for giving a good opportunity.
Okay, it's my pleasure.
to our students.
Okay.
Thanks.
So first of all, am I audible, all of you?
Yes, sir.
So
It is
first,
audible.
first I'd like to thank Dr. Srinivas Babu sir and Vignan management and whoever the part of this session, Dr. Madhu, Vishwanath sir, all and dear student friends. So very good afternoon and welcome to this business canvas. And first I'd like to go with a small story. And here why we go with the story, like you just connect with a business or any sort of thing, why we have to do. So here there is a boy, like his name is Rayan, and one day actually he was a son of house trainer. And obviously, you know, like anybody who is a son of house trainer means from one village to other village, generally they keep on moving. So when anybody is keep on moving one place to other place, what happens? Obviously, you know. So his education is keep on lacking, like, you know, in terms of grades or in terms of communication. So he was not able to the up to mark. Then one day, his teacher asked him, like, Rayan, like, would you like to write about your dream, whatever the dream it might be? Then what he did, he wrote a paper, like a 5 to 7 page paper about his dream. And he like hand over to the teacher. The teacher said, it is not possible. So you're not able to do this business or this kind of dream. Then he went up to the father and asked some kind of suggestion. further, actually, my teacher gave me a kind of write up regarding my dream. I wrote it, and would you like to have a look into that? And could you please get me a suggestion? Then father said, dear boy, it's your mind, it's your business. Every time if I give you suggestions, you could not deal with that. So that's the reason you come up to a conclusion. Every time you don't ask somebody's suggestion, because you know the right solution, you know how to resolve it. Every time, like, why you confuse because of somebody says something. Then what he did, so Rayan, he just gave the same, whatever the 7-page paper to the teacher. The teacher awarded just F grade to that dream, because she didn't believe that it is going to be a real dream. But what that boy did, the boy just ignored it and said, you just keep your F grade, I keep my dream. So means here, generally we used to have thoughts. If I like the class topper, then only I can do business, or else if I having really come from the so and so rich community, only I can do business, or something like, if I am a male, then only I can do business, or if I am female, I can't do business. This kind of variety of thoughts are there in our mind. So just break it all the things. So if you have a dream, obviously you can reach it. So what is lacking? So the lacking is you don't have strategy to do it. What is the first strategy, or what are the different things required? So let me get access to share my screen, Mr. Madhu sir. Can I share my screen?
Okay, sir.
Okay. So we'll go to the content. So that's the reason, don't worry about I am just 5 feet or 4 feet. I'm not able to do business, or I'm a girl, I could not do business, something like that. So different kind of friction we have in our mind. So we must come out of that. So that's the first thing required. And apart from that, everybody has their own ideas. Somebody want to start like online, like kind of hello doctor, or online counseling to people around the globe by with the help of doctors, or else now naturopathy came into the picture. So we can help people by making natural products from the whatever the organic food, that also we can give like a supplement for medicine. So still it was not able to access, sir. It's disabled. I'm not able to share my screen. Can you get me access? What we have to do, like in the settings,
Sir, please wait.
participants can share their screen. That option we have to.
Sir, please hold on.
Oh,
Please,
sure.
we'll give the permissions.
Okay.
ఎవరో డీల్ చేస్తే టైం పడింది.
In settings, anybody can share the screen like that. Okay, thank you for giving me access. Okay, so here we have how to start up a business. So obviously what is before that, I just want to give what are the different services we offer. Here we offer IELTS, PTE, OET, TOEFL, spoken English, email writing. And generally nowadays I did observe so many people are confusing with the career choice. It might be a business or it might be a job, whatever. Okay, so they are really confused. So first write down what are the 4 things you really like in your job. Okay, so example, you want to be with people every time, so teaching is really good one. Or else you can do some you can work in a hospital also. Some people like want to be with the people every time, like marketing also they can do. It depends, like that you have to choose your kind of business. So these are the different things we are offering. career counseling, voice and accent, email writing, spoken English, counseling particularly for a career as well as depression, trauma. So why trauma means due to variety of sickness or due to COVID kind of thing, people are in the same kind of anxiety still. So that sort of counseling also we are offering. And relationship, actually how we are dealing with the people also required, like two skills are essential in life. One thing is how you deal with the people, means it might be a student or it might be our life partner or anybody, our watchman, whoever it might be. How you communicate, or like I would say interpersonal communication skill. So the highest stress comes out of when we are dealing with the people. Okay, whatever the person it might be or whoever it might be, when we are dealing with the people, we don't deal with them the right way, obviously it convert into stress. Okay, when we have kind of stress, obviously what happens, we can't do any other job. We keep on putting that thought in our mind and focusing on that only, or at least we kill our time. So that is the reason we should have right interpersonal communication for business or day-to-day activities or any job, anything. So that is the reason behind most of the stress. So better you just focus on that. I would say simply to cut short it, people skills. What is the other important skill? Like the selling skill or marketing skill. So these are the two essential skill, whether it may be business or any kind of skill is required to deal with the business. I'll go into the session and here why we have to do business. Okay, so obviously if you look from one end, we feel like business obviously a smooth sailing. Smooth sailing, nothing but everything will be cool or soft. No, it's not what we think. So business means obviously some struggle would be there and everyday failure might be there. If you do a business, you come particularly marketing. So if you want to experience a business, first of all, you can do marketing also, because every other day we have failure. So how to overcome failure also we can understand. And first and foremost, we need team. Any business you do. So I want to do everything. You can't. At the end of the day, you fail. So you must need a team. Team which consists like, one fellow must take care of the capital, like whatever the income or budget, what are the different expenses are happening within the business. So one must, at least the whole 4 or 5 people also can deal with that. But at least one fellow must take care of the money, how it is flowing. And obviously another fellow should take care of marketing. We can do digital marketing, we can do one-to-one marketing, or we can door step marketing, any kind of marketing. But nowadays we are using social media is really good platform for doing marketing. The other thing, so like how to hire people. Example, a variety of trainers we have, like English or anything. But if you get the right person, obviously, we can save the time. So now time is more than money, everybody knows. So that's the reason we need expertise in the particular skill. It might be like pharmacy, or it might be English, or it might be any IELTS, anything. So when we have expertise, obviously we can save at least 6 months or 1 year time. That is on an average 5 to 10 lakhs for an average employee. So that is the reason we must make use of the time properly. If you waste 2 years time, obviously your experience or your money, so many things you waste, and later on again you have to show why, how you wasted that career or something like that. Okay, you have to justify yourself. So here, what are the things, what are the different business we have? Obviously product based business we have, or generally I would say it is always green on the other side of the fence. Means generally when we meet any failure, and when we come across different kind of experiences, so finally we will be in a good position to deal with the business, not in terms of money or in terms of happiness or whatever. So that is the reason that maybe buffering time would be there around 2 years. Any business you start, minimum 2 years you must sustain. What is the reason behind that? Suppose you are really offering a like good service also, but people could not understand or who you are, whether you have a particular brand or whether you are in market or not, also people don't know. So that is the reason here what we have to do, minimum 2 years you must sustain in the market. If you want to sustain minimum 2 years, means obviously manpower cost, or else for dealing with the different tools, the cost, or else for different things. Okay, so for accessories or tools, everything. So if you want to have example, if you have a GST, for that any accountant or CA, like that variety of expenses would be there. That particular 2 years duration, you should have backup. So you don't need to jump start with your whatever the already sources, financial sources. Better you can go with a loan. Why we have to go with a loan? If you have a loan, then that 1 or 2 years easily you can sustain whatever the business you are doing. So you have hardly 5 lakhs or 10 lakhs initially, you dump all the money, and within a year you dry up all your finances. Then obviously then you go for loan, nobody get you loan. So that is the reason we must very beginning go with the loan. And we should hire the right people to do the whatever the things in our business. So example, hardly sometimes if it is a like a English and counseling business, so generally counselor we hire for 3,000 2,000. Then she or he is not able to communicate properly with the whoever the students are walking in. What happens, they think by listening or looking at the counselor, they think, okay, this is not the right institute, we have to opt or we have to choose. So that's the reason the counselor minimum should obviously having pleasing personality, as well as right communication or excellent verbal ability, all the things. Likewise, here we should hire the right people also. For that, on an average, a minimum per one person 20 to 30,000 we have to pay. So that's the reason here we should have backup. That 1 or 2 years we should have backup money also. And that teamwork is really important. Not I can do everything like Bahubali something. No, you can't do it. So here, like a state after starting a business, what happens actually when we start a business? So here generally a kind of struggle would be there. Why struggle? Every day you have to deal with the finances. Like you are sometimes you hire a really great trainer or a great personality, you have to pay minimum 30 or 50,000 also in a month. Sometimes per session also you have to pay, and you don't have money, obviously you don't get the right trainer. Or else sometimes your client, you lose your clients also, clientele also, because of you lack that right trainer or the right person to make that product. So that's the reason here struggle would be there. You have to be prepared for struggle also. It's not a smooth sailing, already I said. So you must go with that whatever the things. And obviously 20 to 30 is the right age to start any business. Why? So in terms of physical or mental, you can bear any kind of stress. At 20 to 30 years, you can bear any kind of stress. Okay, literally you don't get any heart related issues or diabetes or anything, you don't get, because of that is the right age. When you start a business like 35 to 45, what happens? You have like children, or you have so many other things to deal with. And sometimes the partner might not accept you want to start a business, or sometimes you lose all the business and you come to zero again. And then sometimes divorce also happens. So that is the reason 20 to 30 is the right age, because main thing is physically, mentally you are able to deal with the struggle or failure. That is a major concern. Means in terms of health you will be okay, but 35 to 45, after 40, what happens? In terms of health you are not able to manage. That's the reason here business means it's a mindset also. It's not only money, not only teamwork, it's your mindset. And other thing, you should have a great idea. Okay, and you should be scale up. After 5 years, how the business will be. After 10 years, how the business will be. After 15 years, how the business will be. Like that, you should like you are able to predict the business. It's not like that I feel like doing this business. No. So like in terms of generating clients, or in terms of money, or how you can acquire from the clients. Okay, like that, everything you should have idea. So for that, particularly marketing guy really helps you. Okay, so the person should have minimum digital marketing skill, or even door to door, whatever. Generally digital marketing is a really good one nowadays. Even we can make use of the YouTube also. Like you can start your own YouTube channel from your business. That is also really helpful. So likewise here, one thing is teamwork. Other thing is, every time I may not suitable for business, for the particular business. That is a big challenge. So if you want to do particular business, here you should have minimum 2 to 3 years handful of experience in that. Okay, I only have capital and I can start this. Then you lose all your capital or whatever the financial resources. Then again, you can understand, in particularly South Indian culture, they don't encourage to start a business. Okay, so one point may be the kind of culture we brought up. The other point may be when you very close to 28 or 29, particularly in case of boys, they have to get married. So in case of girls, by at least 24 or 25, they have to get married. So that's the reason. That is also one point that stops you. But if you want to do business, first focus on your business and career only. So every time, don't connect with your marriage. Okay, if you connect with your marriage, obviously you have to sacrifice a lot. Not only business, sometimes career also you have to sacrifice. When you sacrifice career, obviously in your married life, or sometimes you are not happy, because 8 to 10 hours or 15 hours you spend in your with your job. When you're not happy in your business or job, obviously that will the same kind of stress carry to personal life also. So that is the point here. First of all, you must focus on your career or business, then only you can give priority to marriage. So no doubt you will be successful. Only thing is, 100% you have to focus on that. And here obviously struggle is a part of the business, so you must prepare for the struggle. And next one minute. Yeah, failure is common. So example, you might see, when you fail in one subject or two subjects also, sometimes your co-friends bully you, belittle you, or they criticize you. So but in business, everyday critics would be there. So are you able to face those kind of failures? So you have to be prepared for that. Next, how to start a business from the grounds. You should have the great idea, and you whatever your dream business. Okay, and you should have teamwork. And how to start? Okay, so you must have your own website, and some for marketing point also you should have, like Facebook, whatever the group, or WhatsApp group, or different kinds of social media activities also we have to do. For that, minimum 2 to 3 members should be there. Okay, they should be expertise, because if you want to take your business immediately into the market, so these marketing people only make that. Of course, in the back end, whatever the capital and the product, the whatever the content. Okay, so all the things also important, but biggest challenge is marketing only. So that's the reason, whether you are really capable or not. If you are not capable, you must hire a guy or a person. Okay, something like that. Next, your organization, what kind of services you are offering. Networking is a really big one here. Networking means a channel. Okay, example, I started a English group business, and I had to go to some colleges and offering some 1 or 2 free sessions. Then students understand, really it's a trainer is really good, why don't I join the same institute? Okay, or else I can go with online session, like that. They you have to spread your wings. So here also networking is really important. So in that particular it is related to education. Obviously different colleges we have to approach, something like that. So who is your clientele, you have to understand, and you give some demos, or you just interact, or you just 1 or 2 people with the within the market. Every day they have to interact with the people and get different queries, like that. And communication point also, they should be good with obviously Hindi, English, Telugu. If they are within Hyderabad, they are doing business, or within Telugu states, so they must have access with Telugu, English, and Hindi. Means minimum 3 languages here: national language, international language, and local language, something like that. And proper documentation is required, legality, like if it is GST or any legal terms they have to follow. And safety, example, if I hire a trainer and who is really doing well, but his attitude is not right. Okay, means how he is dealing with the clientele is odd or bad, obviously I lose my business also. So that's the reason attitude is really important. Even whether one has skill or not, secondary, we can develop that. If a fellow doesn't have an attitude, obviously means right attitude, how to deal with the people politely and without any, causing some harm to the people. So that's really important. So here also in business, so while you are servicing your product, you are offering your product, safety also important, and everyday update is important. How we can update? So from the customer feedback, how is my product, or else how is my service, like that. You can take feedback every day. Also you can take feedback from each and every customer. So that's the reason you can observe, refer a friend, and you can earn 500, or you can earn two more, whatever the free services, like that. Because why I refer my product to some X person? Why I refer? Obviously, if I believe, then I refer to somebody else. If I don't believe, I don't refer to anybody. So example, we know that like Geo network, most of the time people refer to somebody else because they did believe. In the same way, here also, then we can understand, okay, really most of the people are referring, means obviously my product is good, like that. So referral business also we can do. Even 50% also sometimes they are offering because of referral. Referral means they're really believing the product. So like that, it's a kind of, a mindset also.
Please, due to the technical error, sir will be connected with next week.
ఎంఓఏ గురించి మీరే మాట్లాడారు కదా, ఇంక నేను కలపలేదు.
Just sir message
కనుక్కోమని చెప్తే కనుక్కుంటాను.
sir, her laptop is shut down. So within 2 or 3 minutes, sir will connect
అవును
with
సార్,
us.
అలా కనుక్కోండి అని చెప్పండి,
Please
అంతేగాని
patience.
కనుక్కోవచ్చు కదా అన్ని తెచ్చారే శ్రీనివాస్ గారు. అదే హైదరాబాద్, వైజాగ్ వైజాగ్ ఇప్పుడు సార్ కూడా వెళ్ళి నేను తెస్తానంటాడు. వెళ్ళాలి అంటే టిఏడిఏ కావాలా, ఓడి
Okay, let me share my screen. Sorry for the interruption. Sir, could you help me to share my screen? Yes. So here the organization. So whatever that services you are offering in concern with the organization, what we have to do. So obviously you must understand who is your clientele, whatever the business, it might be education business, it might be real estate, or it might be healthcare, whatever. Who is your clientele, you must understand, and provide services based on the client needs, and confirm and minimize any duplication services. Okay, and promote whatever the consistency is really important here. Okay, so if you are in market, so example, just 1 week you offer services, next week you have some kind of travel somewhere and you're not offering your product or service, then people ignore you. So that's the reason here consistency is really important. Every day, example, if you want to update your language, every day 1 hour you have to practice. Obviously within a month or two you are able to deal with the English and communication, particularly English, spoken English. Likewise, here also consistency is important. So every day that minimum time, or that 8 hours or 10 hours we offer our services, that's mandatory. And if you are not able to give that services, immediately we have to update our clientele like that. And here have strategic plan, have operational plan. So how to operate it, and what is the strategy? Okay, very beginning, or based on the competition. So example, when once Geo entered into the market, then literally rest of the people got suffocation, like Airtel or Idea or whatever other Vodafone, like that. So that's the reason here you must understand who is your competitor also, and how you have to is it the right time to start the business, like that. You should do all the whatever the groundwork. And networking, already I mentioned, you should have strong network. So as like if in a college any teacher is joined, and you want to conduct any project, or you want to conduct any project, he needs some raw material, and he needs some industry network also, something like that. So here also, when we are starting a business, obviously we need a network. So who is your client, or you must have proper documentation, and you must understand the business scale up after 5 years, how it is, like that. So coordination and complete your services with our other organizations also. Collaboration is really important nowadays. Why we have to collaborate? Okay, so example, the one who is offering service, example, the very beginning Geo offered with hardly 149 rupees they offered services, and sometimes 6 months free also they offered. But the one who just started with, on an average, a fellow started whatever the internet business only, new means it's a new startup, then he might not offer 6 months free, because in his budget he might not offer. So that is the reason. So competitor, we must understand the competitor also, and we must have collaborations with other whatever the network. So then only we can survive in the market. Okay, so it's a big picture also, you have to understand so how the market is changing. So keep referral network also. So refer a client to the other service organization if you are not able to provide that service, then obviously they are also concerned about you. So likewise here, the game is helping each other. It's not fighting each other. Nowadays, the business is like helping each other, coordinating each other, something like that. And the service, obviously identify scope of services. Example, most of the people are expecting so doorstep service. Then are you able to give doorstep service or not? If you want to give doorstep services, what kind of website you should have, or else how many people required? Okay, or do you need any customer care service, or any like in the back end, any robo service, something like that. Like that, identify elements of service, whatever the different kind of services you're offering. And again, here also consistency is important. Okay, so means you have to stick on to that. It's not like that within 6 months my finances dry up, then obviously I can't continue my business, means obviously we have to shut down. That's the reason here we need a capital backup also, financial backup also, and flexible and responsive service also. So flexible, sometimes you might see hardware, flexibility should be there. So, means Some clients expect early morning 7 o'clock also service. Okay, so based on that, you have to understand the client at what time they're expecting your service. That you have to understand, or whatever the feedback from the customer or the client. Based on that, again, you have to make changes in your business. So like that, almost I would say your customer or client teaches almost everything. Okay, so only thing based on that, we have to make up small changes in your business. Okay, but major thing why any business fail, so because of lacking knowledge in that particular business. Okay, means if you start a hotel also, the other day chef is not coming, obviously you have to cook. If you don't know how to cook, that's it, you have to close your business, something like that. So here also you must have skill set on the particular business what you are starting. Don't depend completely on somebody else. So that is the reason consistent with the available resources, flexible and responsive service, safe services, all these we have to offer. Communication, obviously Facebook or Twitter or Instagram, anything you can use. You must communicate with a variety of people, okay, about your services. Then only people come to know. So English guru in the market, something like that, or a so and so hotel is in the market, like that. So they have to understand whether you are in the market or not, first of all. Then slowly people can understand you are giving the right service or really it's a good service. Then people start referring to other people, like that. So for that, I would say, for that baby steps, it takes around 1 to 2 years. Then people come to know you are in the market. Then only real business starts. So that's the reason, on an average, any business shut down within average 2 years, because they don't have resources and they don't wait. As like this generation people don't have tolerance. Not all the people, majority. Okay, so that is the reason. If you don't have tolerance, again, you have to close your business. So that's the reason you have to wait things, whatever the things were done. And here communication, obviously not only English, and also how to deal with the people is really communication, means interpersonal communication also, or people skill also. Real communication means whatever you are saying, people should understand. That is what exactly communication. How you are conveying, not so and so blah blah English you are speaking, that is not the point. So you must have good communication in English also, language, good language skill also. Apart from that, based on the client, if client is speaking Telugu, you must convert into Telugu also. You don't need to show off your language. Okay, something like that is how deal with the people. Multi-language is important, multi-language is important, linguistically appropriate, culturally appropriate. Example, nowadays Colgate, charcoal Colgate also came. Why? We must understand culture also. So people earlier, they use charcoal also for clean their tooth. Okay, so that's the reason sometimes charcoal also using in the paste, or sometimes some customers expect like neem in the paste, like that. You must understand the culture. So based on the culture also, people connect. So likewise, a kind of research you required if you want to start a business. It's not I have money, I want to start. No. Okay, so you have to use your money properly, or else you will be in struggle later on. And documentation obviously required, proper documentation is required. So not only for the GST point, so but also if you want to sell your complete whatever the organization also, documentary evidence is required. Not simply orally you say something nobody believes. So any collaboration also, for any collaboration also, documentation is required. For any bank loan also, documentation is required. And legally, whether you are doing legally or not, by law or not, you need documentation. Quality improvement also, you need documentation. Operations also, you need documentation. For any training plan, again, you need documentation. So likewise, documentation is really important thing. Following quality monitoring, generally, you can observe some clerks, they don't do their job unless until there is a monitoring. Okay, when somebody is monitoring, then only clerks do the job. So likewise, when nobody is monitoring, people don't do their job. That's the reason monitoring is really required. Quality monitoring is required, and improvement also important. Okay, so that's how variety of things required in business. It's not simply uh, out of jealousy you can't start a business, or out of you have money, that's the reason you can't start a business, or else comparing somebody is really earning good handful of money, that's the reason I want to start business. No. So it's all completely risk is there, and you should have love or passion in that, and you should have teamwork, and you should have long-term plan, and sometimes you risk your life also. So many things are involved in a business. Okay, that's the reason I feel you should completely involve in the business. Like you should enjoy with the business. It's not like it's already 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, I should wind up. No. So you should not check your time also, your watch also, when you are in business. And priorities, which one you have to do. When there is high risk, you have to sort it out first. When there is high risk, and suppose high volume of customers are expecting something else, then we have to prioritize that. Likewise, whether high risk, high volume, high cost, problem prone, whether problem is there or not, like that we have to prioritize. Actually, 7 effective habits of people in that book, it is given the simple secret behind success is prioritizing. Okay, so example, tomorrow we have exam, and today are some other movie release like Liger, something else. So majority they go to Liger only, so they don't open books, something like that, which is a priority. So obviously most of the people give priority to the emotion. Okay, so they don't think logically. So after exam also we can go to the movie, but out of emotion we do that. So likewise here also we have to prioritize, which is first, which is second, something like that. And measurement, so performance, example, any employee is doing right or wrong or something like that. So you have to measure the quality, measure his or her performance, everything. So like with variety of things we have to do. It's not overnight job. You have to wait for things done. And the service, how you are offering the service. Example, if you go to a hotel and hardly 15 more minutes it takes time to serve whatever your rice or some starter or main course, obviously what happens, people leave hotel or restaurant. So that's the reason here, like service, how you have to assess your service, you have to plan your service. So example, today's festival, obviously we can get more pool of customers, then we have to prepare for that. And today maybe some other Hindu festival or some other festival is there, any other festival is there, then particular clientele won't come to the hotel. Then we have to understand, as like in some months there is no much sales for chicken. Why? So some kind of festival also, like that you have to understand everything. Okay, it's not only with money we can do, we have variety of people they can do, not like that. Each and everything we have to look after. So if we are discussing, it will be go on. So anyhow, we have to take a plan of action, then only it will sustain, or it will run properly. We'll have questions instead, so that it will be easy to deal with that. So that I thank our principals, are Srinivas Babu, and management, Vigyan College Pharmacy, Madhu, Vishwanath sir, and dear student friends. So thank you so much for giving this opportunity. If you have any help, surely you can contact me through Madhu sir. Thank you so much. If you have any queries,
Thank you, sir.
can ask me.
Yes. Dear students, do you have any doubts? Please ask to the professor. Anyone please ask any questions regarding today? We have greatest session on business model canvas. We have the greatest. So once again, good evening everyone to the one and all presence here. Today our guest speaker, Ramesh Reddy Garu, the respected director of the English Guru and a business consultant, all the participants. It is my host, and it is a honor for us to get the opportunity to thank you all students from the 4th B Pharmacy and first from the students. On behalf of the Department of Pharmaceutics and IAC for VPC, Vignan Pharmacy College, I extend my warm welcome to the people in gathering through the online. So I would like to express my gratitude to all esteemed students of the Vignan Pharmacy College webinar on business model canvas for their presence and as well as a contribution to make them this webinar a great success. And as well as extend my gratitude our honorable of the speaker today, Professor Ramesh Reddy sir, to take out the time from his busy schedule and to grace this event, and appreciate your lecturer, sir. Definitely,
Thank
I
you,
felt
thank you.
as if you were speaking directly to our students how to start the business in case of the start the business, how to dealing with the patients, and as well as you take that hurdles, and definitely with the positive manners. And we thank you for your stimulating of the speech regarding of the business model canvas.
Okay,
And
thank you.
thank you for your inspiring and encouraging us with your
Thank you
words
so much.
on this special day, sir. And a special thanks to the our principal, sir, the Vignam Pharmacy College, for providing of the immense support to the make the webinar great successful. Because of every time and each event, sir give a good opportunity and a good platform to the all of you. And thank you, sir, once again, our principal, sir, and as well as extend my gratitude to the that. Vishnu sir, Associated Professor and President of the VPC MHRD IIC, to organizing of this a good webinar from the institution IICD of the Vignam Pharmacy College. And I would like to express my all extend that gratitude to the students also. Finally, thank you, sir. Thank you so much for
Thank you so
your
much.
valuable time and valuable great lectures to our
Thank you,
students and as well as the faculty members. So finally, thank to our principal, sir, also. Thank you, sir. Thank you a lot.
Thank you all.